Welcome back to Tigerchicksresinjungle. Okay, so I've started this video about 3 times now, trying to decide what I was going to do. I kept changing my mind. So now I've decided and we're going to go with it. So I got this new mold. It's a Trinket box. It looks like a book. So I'm going to color the edges afterwards and make it look like gold leaf. I measured it, which is why this looks wet, with alcohol. I measured it with some alcohol to see how much I needed. And if I measured correctly, it takes about 4 ounces. I think this took 3 ounces. This takes about 1 ounce. So just to be safe, I'm going to mix up 5 ounces. Because I also didn't fill them right to the top. So I want to make sure that I have enough. And I didn't want to spill it when I was emptying it. So I estimated, close enough 4 ounces. So we're going to go with 5. And then we're going to pray. I decided I'm going to mix 2 colors. Do the Rolio Azure and the Rolio Purple Flame. I'm going to kind of marble it. But then I'm going to pour clear resin on the back. So I'm going to pour the colors in. Then I'm going to pour the clear resin on the back. And I'm hoping to get a crackled effect. Now, if this turns out cool, that'll be neat. I'm also thinking that this would be really good for like a Halloween theme. So we may revisit this Trinket box in the fall and do it up in a Halloween theme. But right now I just want to do it as a regular book. So I'm going to mix up 5 ounces. Then I'm going to take, 5 ounces. Then I'm going to take 2 ounces of clear set aside, and then I'm going to use the other 3 ounces to pour these. I'm going to put half an ounce in here and 2 ounces in here, and then we're going to pour the clear. So hopefully this works out and it comes out really cool looking. Over in this corner over here, you can't see it, but I had some leftovers for another project I was doing, so I poured a light switch with a purple glitter. But that's... So we may demold that when we demold this, and you can't really see it because it's over in the corner and I'm not moving it. But that's what's over in the corner, in case you were wondering what this little piece over here was. So I'm going to mix up my resin and I will be back. Alright, let me get my colors into my containers here. And we're going to mix these with a little alcohol. That one should be good. I'm going to do this one. That should be good. Okay. I got a little blue and a little pink. Let's get us a little alcohol. There we go. Get us a couple of stirring sticks. Here's 1. Here's 2. Okay, stirring sticks. Don't think this had enough alcohol in it, but let's see, throw a little bit more in here. Which means that's probably going to be a little extra too. There we go. Okay, that's better. Look at that color. Isn't it pretty? Alright, there's one. And here's the other one. There's the purple. Look at that. Look at that color. It's got some shimmer to it. Oh, let's not spill it. That'd be good. There we go. Okay, we've got our clear. I've ran it into my mixer, and after my mixer I just took it out, scraped the sides. You want to make sure you don't have any unmixed resin. So even though you use a mixer, you always want to make sure you scrape the sides and the bottom after the mixing on the mixer, because mixers don't get the sides and the bottom. So you want to make sure you get that. Now, what I decided is I'm going to do, let's see, what am I doing? Let's see, I'm going to do, oh good God. Had this figured out a second ago and now I don't. Well, let me try and figure this out. All right, I want 2 ounces of clear left. Let's see. All right, let's see. I want 2 ounces, so I'm going to do, well, let's start off with 1 ounce in each. Let's see, what's that? That's not quite 1 ounce. Oops, that may be too much. Nope, that was perfect. That was 1 ounce. Okay, so if that's 1 ounce, then I should be able to pour this in here. And get 1 ounce. There we go. Okay, that's 3. It's not quite 1 ounce. A little bit more. There we go. So now we got 3 ounces. Let's get these mixed in. Look at this. Boo-hoo. Isn't it pretty? Trying to decide which one I want more of, the purple or the blue in this. Thinking I want more of the blue. So I think the next ounce I'm going to throw into the blue cup. And I'm not going to put it in the purple cup. Get this mixed up. And we're going to run these through my debubbler so I don't have any bubbles. Alright, so these each have 1 ounce. And we're going to throw another ounce into here. Right? Because what do I want? I want 2 ounces left. I'm going to throw another ounce into here. Or at least close to 1 ounce. Throw a little bit more in here. Okay, now I've got 2 ounces in there. Perfect. Alright, let's get this mixed up. I am going to debubble these, like I said. And we're going to see how this book turns out. Alright, so, while I'm mixing these up, welcome any new subscribers. Thank you to all of my existing subscribers. Please share my channel. I'm still trying to grow my subscription. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers so I can get to the next level in YouTube. And when we get there, like I said, we're going to do a giveaway. And we can do one of 2 things. We can either do a giveaway where I give away a mold that somebody could actually use to make themselves something. Or I can give away something that I've already made or something that I make specific for the giveaway. And I had one giveaway before. I gave away a mold with some stuff to go in it. And I actually never gave it away. I ran the drawing. I pulled the names. I had 3 different people. I gave them each a week to contact me, give me their mailing address so that I could send it to them, and didn't hear from a single one. So, I'm thinking that giving away a mold isn't necessarily a good idea, because I could give the last one away. So, I think this time around, I'm going to give away something I make on my channel. And I'm not sure what that'll be, because we're not at our 1,000 subscribers yet. We're not even close. We're only at 691. I think that's the number when I looked last. You know, I think I'm going to add, I want to add some glitter to this clear. Let's do that. gonna add just a smidge. Just a little smidge. There we go. Just to give it something different when it goes and hopefully does the crackle effect. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to mix this in. Look at that glitter. Can you see it sparkling? Alright. I've never tried the crackle effect, so I figured, let's try it. I got to do new stuff. I'm trying new things. I got to get my videos out to the world so that more people will find me. I'll get more subscribers. So I'm always trying to do something different and new. And again, if you see something you like on my channel, it may be in my Etsy store if I've already made it. And if I have made it and you did like it but you want it in a different color, my Etsy store has the option of ordering the item in a custom color. So you can do that. So let me go debubble these and then we'll be back to pour. Okay, so while my resin is debubbling, figured I'd come over and chit chat with you guys for a bit. So, as I was saying, I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can get monetized. I think that would be a really cool thing as a hobby artist and as a hobby channel. I know there are a lot bigger channels out there, and I love them. I watch a lot of them. And I aspire to be like them someday. So, we'll see. But in the meantime, I hope you're enjoying my content. And I am trying to do different and new things so that you guys don't get bored. I try not to do the same molds multiple times. Sometimes I do. Most of the time I don't. This one I expect, like I said earlier, this one I expect we'll do maybe once or twice. Do it around Halloween and do it up Halloween style. Because I think this would be really cool as like a potions book. So when we get to Halloween time, I want to do this up as a potions book. I think that'd be neat. So, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. There's links to the Rolio colors and a discount code for Rolio. I'll get the link to this box mold. It came off of Amazon. So I'll get you the link to that. There's links to my Etsy store. There's links to my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support my channel. Anything you do buy through the Buy Me Coffee goes right back into my channel. I buy more resin. I buy more colors. I buy more molds. Boy, do I have so many molds. I need a bigger space. I do not have enough space. But I have more space than I used to have, which was a table out in my carport. So I can't complain. And this one's level. Woo. So I really hope you're enjoying the videos. And once this is done debubbling, we're going to come back and pour and see if I can't get this to do a crackle effect. Because that's what I'm aiming for. At least I hope. If not, I'm hoping it's going to come out really cool. So, go check my Etsy store because I do try and put the demos that I make on the channel out on the Etsy store. I think I've said that before, but I do need to actually put that in the video somewhere, like a little blurb that says, you know, this may be in my Etsy store. And, you know, if it is, you can go ahead and buy it. If it's not in the color you like, you can go ahead and request that I make it in a specific color for you. I have started doing custom orders. I've had 2 orders so far. So that's beginning to pick up. Yay me! Woo! Alright. So that's probably got a couple of more minutes left. And then I will be back. Okay, we're back. I've debubbled. Let me spritz in here, spritz in there, spritz in there. Let's see, we're gonna spritz in here too. Actually, this one I want to run a little bit. On the sides there. Okay. Alright, so I don't want a ton in here. Alright, let's see. I want mostly blue. So we're going to do some blue. And we're going to do some purple. Whoopsie. There we go. Let's get a little bit more blue. Okay. Should be good there. I think that's good. Let's do these before I run out of color here. Alright, we're going to do this. And we're going to turn it. So I can do this. Whoa, don't spill that. Alright. A little drop in there. There we go. Alright. Off of there. Alright. Let's see. I want to do these way this time. Okay. And we'll do this way. Somehow, I don't think I measured this right, because I don't have a lot left. Let's add a little bit more here. And a little bit more here. And I'm pretty much out of that color. We're going to add a little bit more here. And a little bit more here. Alright. Now, I'm going to scrape these cups. Well, let's see. Let's get a little bit more purple over here if I can. And over here. And over here. Alright. Alright, so let's scrape these out. Alright, I'm going to leave that way. Getting as much out of here as I can. And then the rest of this is just going to be clear. So let's see how that works. Okay, takes care of that for now. Now what I've got left is just clear. So we're going to start by doing this one. And make sure we get any bubbles out of here. Using my bubble wand that I got from Michelle over at Glitz and Glitter. She gets them from AJ. So if you're looking for one of these, you gotta go over to Glitz and Glitter and see if you can find them. She may have some, she may not. She doesn't always have them. She gets stock and then she restocks when she has them. Alright, come on. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Somehow, I think I'm going to need more. For sure. Let's try pouring this in here. Oh, most definitely going to need more. How did I mismeasure that? For sure. Well, I'm only going to mix up clear, I think. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, totally blew that out the park. Okay, there we go. Now, just to be on the safe side, gonna run this stick along the edge here. Make sure we don't have any bubbles. I see a bubble here. See a bubble there. There we go. Squeezed them out. Okay, well, let me mix up some more and I'll be back. Okay, so I've mixed up another 4 ounces. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I wasn't going to mix up colors, but then I changed my mind and I decided to mix up more color too. Just to make sure that the back isn't clear. I don't want this to be a clear project, I just want the crackle effect. So I'm debubbling my resin now. I've mixed up some more blue, some more purple, I've mixed up some more clear. I added some glitter to my clear. I don't think I said that before. I added some of this diamond mica powder to the clear, because I figured maybe it'd give like a galaxy effect kind of when I do the crackle effect. So we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it's going to turn out looking cool. If it don't, oh well, whatever. Then it'll be another test for another day. But I still have more to pour in here. It's not full yet. I still have more to pull in here because it's not full yet. So I definitely have more that I need, because I'm missing the lip on this, and this is still like an ounce or 2. I don't even know. I didn't know how many ounces I needed, so I went with 4 to make sure I had plenty. And if I end up with extra, I'll find something to pour it into. So, I'm hoping it's going to turn out cool. In my mind, I want it to turn out cool. And I don't know if it will. I hope so. So if you stick around, you'll find out with me when I get to demold it. And I adjusted my camera angle, so now you can see the light switch over here. Actually, no, it's a plug. Sorry. It's a plug. which I'll have a video coming out on those in a couple of weeks. So this is like a little preview. Actually, this is not a preview because this video will come out after that video. So scratch that. Rewind. No, don't rewind. Unless you want to. Go ahead. Alright, so I'll wait for that and then we'll come back and I'm going to pour more colors and then more clear to see what we get out of this. So I'll be back shortly. Back. Alright, let's give these guys a spritz. Spritz in there, spritz in there, spritz in there. Give those guys a little spritz. Give these guys a big spritz. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to pour some more purple in here and a little bit of blue. There we go. There's some more purple. Here's some more blue. If I could stay in the lines, that'd be great. Okay. Let's see here. Move these out of the way. I made a messy. Okay, good enough. Alright, now I'm going to pour a little bit of clear in here now. Let's see, we're going to start from this corner and go this way. Alright, I think that's plenty, if not too much. But we'll see. Where's my bubble wand? Let me make sure to get that in here. And actually, I don't need the bubble wand. What I do need is to clean up these edges right here. Just a smidge. I actually have too much in here. Let's see here. I know it's going to shrink down, so I'm not concerned about that. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. Just want to get that edge. Ooh, now I got to get this edge. Dang it. I don't want the resin going over the edge. There we go. Okay, I got it now. Now we'll do some more of this. Not that you'll probably see it because it's the back. But I want it mixed as possible. And I want it to kind of match the rest of it. Alright. Let's see. I could probably add the rest of this in here maybe. Let's see. There we go. There's a little bit more of this. Alright, there's hardly any of that left. So you know what? I'm just going to scoop the rest of it in here. There we go. That's the end of that. There's not much of this left either, so let's do this. Okay. Takes care of those messies. Take care of those messies. Alright, now all we got left is our clear, which we should be able to pour in. fill the rest of the way up. Gonna try and dome this as best I can with what I have left, which is not much. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna clean up the edge here. This edge looks good. This edge over here, not so much. All right. There we go. I may need to move this over a smidge. If I can, there we go. Just because this looks like it's, ooh, I did not want to do that. That's okay, I got it clean. All right, and I'm gonna need something. This will work, I think. Oh, it's gotta go over a little bit more. How do you move this thing? There we go. There. There. I want it to be straight, and it didn't look like it was straight. All right. So, this is done. We'll see how it turns out on demold. And until next week, bye. So, we had some extras. I had a little bit of clear left, so I made some clear butterflies. Just because, why not? They actually look kind of frosted. So I'll throw those in my butterfly pile. Okay, those are done. We made another flower. I've got a whole bunch of these. See how this one turned out. Ooh, pretty. I like it. Okay. All right. I also made a pendant. I just threw the resin in here and then dropped some alcohol inks on the back just to see what it would do. Huh, interesting. And I had some gold in there, gold leaf. It just kind of turned brown with some gold. Interesting. That's different. Okay. Then we have our light switch cover. See how this turned out. Because why not? Wow, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, I just did this one just because I had extra. But let me get some white here. It's got some shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can kind of see the sparkle. But you can now take this and just screw it right onto your wall. And you'll have a purple plug cover. Why not? Could be fun. All right, now on to our main event. So we've got our book and we've got our top. Let's see what the top looks like. Hoping I don't have any bubbles. I tried to make sure I didn't have any bubbles. I didn't want bubbles. Alright, I'll have to do a little bit of trimming on there, but it's okay. Alright. So far, no bubbles. And it's not too hard to demold. That's a good thing. Alright, turn that back right side in. I will have to trim around the edge right here because it's a little bumpy. But this is what the back side looks like. Let's see what the front looks like. Ooh, pretty. I like it. This one didn't crackle too much, but I still like it. It's okay. All right, now let's see what our actual book looks like. And we're gonna have to trim up the edges of this a little bit because there's a little bit of overpour right there. But we'll get to see how it looks. And don't forget, this is a Trinket box. There we go. I'll just flip you right back in. There we go. All right. I'll definitely need to do a little bit of trimming. But here's the sides. You can see the book ends, the pages. Ooh, pretty. Oh, and I love the side. I just need to trim up the bottom a little. Let's get this out. Do a little bit of trimming. Can I trim it this way? Yes, I can. There we go. That's a little bit trim there. A little bit trim there. This one might be a little harder to do. Let's see. If I do it this way, it might be easier. Alright. A little trim in there. Gotta get this corner. Okay, anyways. That's trimmed enough. Let's trim this up a little bit. This should be easier to trim. Then I gotta decorate it. Well, maybe not decorate it per se. But I do want to do up the, like I said, I was thinking about coloring the edges of the book. Okay, that's not the way the book goes. The book goes this way. There we go. See, isn't that pretty? Look at that. I like it. And it's a Trinket box. I like it. I like it. Now I want to do the edges here. Okay, so I'm doing a voiceover on this part because I completely forgot to film it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just coloring the edges with my gold acrylic marker, and I'm going to finish that up off screen, and I'm going to get you some pictures. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. It all helps the channel. And until next week, bye.